Alright, so next up we have Haken and Kaguya with their solo unit that I paired up with them. Princess Devilette. Haken and Kaguya. Look, I'm not going to sit here and act like I know the background stories of all these characters, and Haken and Kaguya was one of those teams that I had to go back and I had to look up. They come from a game called Endless Frontier, and with Princess Devilette, she comes from a game, I believe she comes from Cyberbots. And you know, like that was a game that I played, like back in the day. But like I only played it once. But yeah, she comes from a game called Cyberbots, and these two are the teams that this pair unit and this solo unit are the ones that I decided to pair together, because I feel that, again, that she works best with Haken and Kaguya. So I have the block setting set to like around like the standard that you would get with an enemy unit. And I'm gonna show you guys all the attacks, show you how to do the cross up, show you the solo unit attack. Well, first let me do it, without the block setting, and then I'm gonna do it with the block setting. So, show you all the moves. First A, forward A, back A, down A, up A, and then L. She just comes out and she does them as like a bunch of monsters. And there goes the fist of Bloodia. Like that fist should look familiar to a lot of people that played Marvel vs. Capcom 2. But yeah, when you first get them, I believe they have A forward, back, and down attacks. And I think the only attack that you have to really worry about getting for them is up. But I don't want you to quote me on that. Like, I haven't played this game in a minute, so I can't really remember as to when those attacks came. Now, as I've stated in other videos, like I can't remember every scenario as to, like when the team breaks up, like which solo units are going to be with which pair units. But I've also used Jury with this team, and like the window of opportunity as to when to call them out is pretty much the same. So this is how I normally would do it. So let me go back and put on the block setting, let you know how I would do it when going up against an enemy that has a block meter. First attack I would use is A in order to break the block, and then I would go into back A and then do forward A, then I would do down A and then up A. So that's how I would normally go. So just to demonstrate the window of opportunity with that. Now basically you want to call her out after Kaguya, she lifts her sword up like once. That's the time that you want to call out her. Now another window of opportunity is with forward and A. I mean, not with forward, but with down and A. What they do is that they toss up their cards and they, like freeze the, in those cards, they hold up the target in midair for a short period of time, and that's when you want to call them out. So just to demonstrate that one. That's another one right there. Now, to a lesser extent, you can use forward and A, but I don't really worry about using that one with them. But yeah, but I'm gonna demonstrate that one anyway. right as soon as Haken hits the target and those blades start to dance around, that's when you want to call out your unit. Now, I've also, as I stated, I've also used Jury with this team at first. You know, so like when I first got Jury, I was using it with them. So let me just demonstrate how I did it with that. Again, Jury does a grab, you know what I'm saying, with her foot. So while she has him held on, you would want to use some projectiles to keep that cross meter going. So, I mean, and these guys have like lots of projectiles, so it's like really no worry with them. But just to demonstrate when to call them out, you can do it with either forward A or back A. Like when using Jury, if you guys decide to use Jury with this team, then when she's attacking, like what you want to do is use forward A, then after you get it, use up A. Because like those are the two projectile moves that will keep that cross meter going. Or, you know what I'm saying, like you can use down A, like at the last minute. And like what that would do is put the target back in midair. So just to show you guys that. You see that? Like when she slammed her foot and I used that down A, it just held him right there in midair again. So there you go. But to go back to who I normally had on there, which was Double It, you know, this is the team right here. And again, the best time to use the cross up with them is after you push is on like back A, and right after that first sword pickup, that's when you want to call her out. So that's pretty much how the attack pattern goes. Now, before you get the up A attack, well, yeah, you know what I'm saying, like that's the best one right there. Is the back A, so you don't really have to worry about using down A or like up A, you know, as soon as you get these guys. I mean, or like worry about having that, like in order to use Princess Devilet, you know, something like with this team. So just use back A, and when Kaguya hits the target, you know, something with her sword once, then that's when you call him out. So just to show you the regular pattern that I would use and finish this guy off and moving on to the next pair unit. Boobies! And there you go. So that ends this video for Haken and Kaguya with Devilet as the solo unit. And see you guys for the next one.